Algebra 1, Lesson 16, More Complicated Evaluations. This is example 16.2. For 16.2, I have this value for a and this value for x. And the a will be -2 throughout this problem, and x will be -6 throughout this problem. And it may change for future problems. So I'm going to go ahead and copy down this problem. But instead of a, I'm going to put parentheses. Instead of that x, I'm going to put parentheses. I'm going to have this bracket, but these are going to end up being brackets in here when I upgrade them. So this bracket here, I'm going to end up changing to a brace. Okay, and then I've got the opposite of, and a set of parentheses for this a. This will go up to brackets with the parentheses for a minus parentheses for x into the brackets. And then this bracket will be upgraded to a brace to match the other one. So hopefully that helps you see where they got all of their notation in the book for this. And I don't even think, I'm looking at it now, I don't even think they show all of those steps, but that's okay. We're going to go ahead and show them. All right, now I'm going to put in -2's for a's and -6's for x. So here's a -2, -2, -6. I'm going to try to simplify some things, make a little more sense. And I do see here I've got an opposite of a negative, so let's start copying down what I'm not going to do just yet. But here I have the opposite of -2. I can go ahead and say that that is +2. And then in here I have -2 adding to it the opposite of -6. So that's adding a +6. Okay, and I could have left those still in the parentheses if we wanted to, or we didn't have to. Okay, now, order of operations, I'm going to need to do what's inside of these grouping symbols first. Copy everything else down. And inside of these grouping symbols, I have -2 plus 6, which is going to be a +4. Now I can work inside of these braces. I can go ahead and do this. Copy everything else down. It's helpful to go ahead and copy everything else down so you don't lose it. 2 times the 4 is 8. Now I can multiply from left to right. So I've got -2 times -6, which would be +12, and then that is times 8. When you multiply that times 8, you get 96.